People talk a lot about horror games being scary, but what most people fail to realize is most of them aren't scary in the first place. Having the most popular games in the genre being an example, much like the robot furry game.
Why don't her pants fall down?
Focusing more on the jump scares in play, making the story weaker. On the other hand, Silent Hill does the exact opposite, centering so much on the story it forgets to be scary at times. Not saying these games are bad, they're obviously at the top for a reason. But when you find a horror game that is terrifying, it makes it so much more enjoyable. I've been pretty much obsessed with trying to find the best horror game, and I'm not gonna lie, Puppet Combo's games are pretty high up there, to the point where I'm making another video on one of their games. I first played Power Drill Massacre and Nun Massacre, both being some of the scariest games I've played so far, and when I found out about Murder House, I had to give it a peek. First off, you know the rules. Lights off for horror games.
Okay, kid, you're next.
Starting off with getting a picture with the Easter Bunny. Something feels off though. Taking a picture with a rusted, soulless rabbit, we hesitate, just for the cameraman to hurry us up. And then... This is Justin, and now we awake from a photo booth with no one in sight. The mall is closed, giving off a liminal feel. Maybe we could even be in the back room. Running around, we head deeper inside, passing every shop and eventually finding the photo stand where we were earlier. Needing to find a way out, passing missing posters of children, we find a fire exit.
I was actually never real to begin with.
Heading down one of the longest walkways, you start to feel even more uneasy. I don't know why, but this part reminds me so much of the Generator Rex scene, where there's like a creepy rabbit in a hallway. Such a random reference. I guess it's better than Pyrocynical's shoehorned Breaking Bad references though. But before we make it to the end of the hall, he finds you. Running down the hall, we find the toilets and hide inside. Just to only survive because he opened the wrong door. I guess luck is on our side. He leaves, but with the door locked, our only choice is to go where the Easter Ripper just left through. Finding a locked door with a padlock, we search around the building, finding an eerie storage room just to hear something enter in behind us. Hiding away, we find a screwdriver, and opening a drain, we then find a key, leading us to getting the code for the locked door. We enter and find someone inside. We inform the janitor about the killer, and then he wants to go and investigate it. Like, dude, just take the kid's word for it and call the police. The worst that could happen is the cops find nothing. Unless you live in America, then maybe take your chances with the Easter Ripper. Peeking through the window, we find nothing, until... the lights turn off. We hide under the desk, and then... So that's the prologue to Murder House. You didn't really think you were going to play as Justin, did you? Don't you feel a little silly? You actually can get caught by the Easter Ripper earlier and have a unique death animation, and in fact ending the prologue, not even allowing you to respawn. But if you go back to the photo stage, you can actually find him stalking you in the background.
Idly-ho, neighborino.
So you dying in the office is actually the best possibility that could have happened. Well, other than leaving, but we don't need to worry about that. Going into the main story, we drive up to the Murder House as a film crew wanting to make a report about the Easter Ripper, with Gary wanting to meet the real estate agent just for him to not be anywhere in sight, only having his car present. We learn who we're playing as. Emma the intern. We are tasked with finding a way inside. With both the front and back doors locked, we crawl inside the basement window, but not before passing a giant greenhouse with a gun inside. The only problem, we can't reach it.
That's a funny little character. I like that.
Entering the basement, it's dark, and not knowing what could be hiding down here, Emma interacts with a cabinet, learning that this would be a good hiding spot, almost keeping you on edge the whole time. And the best part is, you're actually not even in any danger yet. Being able to explore the building, we open up the back door and unlock the front door, letting everyone else inside. With still no sight of the real estate agent, we are tasked with getting the bags out of the van and bringing them inside. Finishing the task, we were able to talk to the rest of the crew, meeting Tom, Dana, and Gary. And with the lights being out, we are tasked as the intern to find a way to get them back on again. I too am too much of a coward and rather the intern die instead of myself. Back in the basement, we actually already know the fuse was missing, so exploring upstairs, we find it and screw it in, returning the power, just for the washing machine to all of a sudden start up. Not being able to open it yet, we head back and begin filming, learning the killer's name and that the house we're in was the Easter Ripper's home, but also getting informed that
11 innocent children spent their final moments in agonizing pain.
Learning that the killer is even worse than we initially thought, and the thought of him still being inside the building makes the player even more paranoid. And then... Having a premonition, Emma sees the cast dead on the floor, just to have Tom not know what she's talking about. But realizing we're starting to sound a little insane, we keep our mouths shut and find Dana to continue recording. Just to have her say she needs a drink of water, so as any good intern would do, we find a random cup in the abandoned killer's house and fill it up with unfiltered tap water and bring it to her.
Did you wash this? Yes.
Dana giving us the key, we continue filming. Gary, wanting to spice things up a bit, gets us to dress up as a ghost and run past the shot when Dana is finishing her lines. And, as you probably guessed, yes, I did mess this up. Ooh.
2 years later,
I haven't mentioned this yet, but the controls of the game are extremely unforgiving at times. Not being in control of the camera angles, you have to almost fight against the tank controls of Emma. A few times while playing this game, I found myself unintentionally humping a wall more than if I was playing Doom 2. No wait, I already made that joke in the last video. Oh wait, I got it. I found myself humping a wall more than if I was playing Wolfenstein 3D. Only original jokes on this channel. After filming, we are tasked with getting everyone pizza, but before we head out, that key Dana gave us lets us open the door under the staircase. Inside is the flashlight that Justin had with a pencil and a journal. Pencils are used almost like saves. If you don't have a pencil, you can't save. But on top of that, there are only 3 save slots in the journal, so be careful what slot you save over. But before heading out, Emma wants to look around more just in case if we forgot anything. So searching around, we find a crowbar used to open the washing machine, and inside that is a doorknob used to open the door. Without a doorknob. I will say this game is perfect in its puzzles. I'm not gonna lie, when I played Non-Massacre, I low-key had to look up how to progress because it had no hand-holding. But this game is perfect for my little brain. When I figured out what to do next, I felt so smart. I only got stuck on one part, and even then, I eventually figured it out in only like a few minutes. And I feel that's how horror games should be. I'm not trying to become the world's smartest escapist. I'm trying to survive. Sure, if I was in that movie Escape Room, then make me have to brain blast to solve everything. But in real life, I won't need to grab mannequin parts to break a scale. I just sit on it or grab something and break it. Entering the new room, it's now dusk, and inside we find a fire poker as a weapon and an empty Easter basket. Heading out to get the pizza for everyone, we find the car is completely trashed, just to find a note on the front. Nowhere to go. Now, looks like we'll be playing a game. You'll be hunting eggs. I'll be hunting you. Find them, and you can leave. Don't find them, and you can't. Telling the others they wonder where Tom could be, and Gary sums it up to being the real estate agent, because that makes sense. Just wanting to finish the shooting of the video, Emma takes the place of Tom's role, needing to hold the camera.
I've just been informed that we're stuck here. Someone has wrecked our van and we can't get our fucking pizza lunch promised by my producer. Is Anthony Smith, executed in the electric chair in 1985, back from the dead? And back for revenge on anyone who enters his house? Find out soon if we don't get the fuck out of here.
God damn it, Dana. Cut.
I want my lunch. I can't work under these conditions.
Fine. We'll take a break. Hey, intern girl, see if you can find where the hell Tom is.
Needing to find Tom, Emma searches the basement, just to find Tom alone in the dark, saying all the doors are locked, and then he gives us a key and leaves. Going back to tell the others, we head upstairs, and...
Help me! There's somebody else in here! No!
With Dana dead, we run from the Easter Ripper to the attic. Locking the door, we look around for clues. This part of the game is where the puzzles mostly take place, and I'm not gonna lie, I like them. I normally hate doing puzzles, but low-key, these are pretty easy to solve. While exploring the house, you can find the Easter Ripper, so make sure he doesn't find you. Or just do what I did and open the door as soon as he walks through it so he doesn't see you. If you listen out, not only can you hear his footsteps, but his breathing too. Hiding in cupboards, you narrowly escape death. And lifting up the curtain, we can see how this game actually plays. The way the game plays is quite interesting. Instead of the Easter Ripper always roaming, he will in fact despawn if you're inside the safe room or the killer's lair. But when walking around the building, he will search each room looking for you, and without needing to wait to enter a new room, like Emma who's already got an advantage over her, but only really spawning in when you hear a door open or close. When I was playing this game, I heard him in the basement at one point and was not wanting to get my head separated from my body, so I went to the opposite direction, just to have him despawn from the basement and respawn right by me. I was able to get this information from a video by Blind Fire, but I will say a few things he said I found the opposite to happen, such as him saying the Easter Ripper will despawn if you are in the killer's lair, but instead of that, I found myself getting jumped by him in there. Another thing I wanted to mention is you can almost metagame the Easter Ripper by aiming the weapon when you hear him close by, telling you where he is without risking him finding you. By spamming right click, Emma will lock onto him through the wall, basically becoming a CSGO hacker pretending they're not cheating.
I'm just that good bro.
Each person that dies will have a death egg on their body, and collecting all the eggs were supposedly meant to be allowed to egress.
What's egress mean?
Exit.
So, collecting items to help us progress, we open drawers a little, get crushed to death a little, and find a few notes along the way. These notes are left behind from the children captured by the Easter Ripper, and the notes are a bit cursed. Oh hey, there's Gary.
He's dead. Help me find an exit. No!
Well, I'm not gonna lie, deserved. Using a blacklight light bulb we found earlier, we find a secret trail of blood we wouldn't have seen otherwise. Using the newly found dumbwaiter, we enter the killer's lair. With a rack of torture devices and some extremely uncomfortable sights, we learn that the Easter Ripper starved them just to give them Easter eggs full of razor blades and then laughed at them. And that's somehow not even close to the worst thing that happened down here. We find creepy paintings on the wall similar to the ones from Power Drill Massacre, also in the killer's lair. Finding a skeleton tied in rope, we take it, and read a note telling us the notes for a song. Heading back to the kitchen, we find Tom's camera. Maybe it'll show us where he is. Heading up the stairs, a red light greets us, just to have another premonition with the Easter Ripper's head on a spider's body running at us. When I first played the game, I didn't even get to see this because I was too much of a coward and ran the second I heard the jump scare noise. Perfect survival instincts if you ask me.
You got to go dig those holes. I'm tired.
There it is!
Playing the tape we found, we see Tom's POV with his death and the Easter Ripper putting something in the piano. Using the notes from earlier and playing the piano, it opens. Collecting another egg, we go to the basket and place the 2 eggs we've found so far in there. And with Tom's death, we are now the only survivor left. Using the letter opener to open some drawers, we find a motherfucking gun and get ready to light up the Ripper. I mean, brother, this whole time I've been so scared to even walk around the building. Nah, son, this is my house now. Just to find him walk us down, and instead of firing the gun, Emma is more interested in the fucking trashed cupboard. And then a covered table asking if I should hide in it. I think he knows where you are, Emma. Side note, look how strong this guy is. Able to lift us with just one arm with ease. Bro never skipped arm day, I guess. Finding Gary's dead body, we get another egg. I didn't mention this before, but the eggs have tarot cards printed on them, with death, from what I could tell, the Hanged Man, Justice, and the Fool. That just made every white girl pop off. Using the rope, we pull down the massive cupboard and find a hole in the wall. Searching inside, we find the missing real estate agent and another egg, making 4 eggs now. Leaving the bathroom, we are found again. Just for me to remember last second, I actually have a gun. 3 shots later and the Easter Ripper just walks away from us, as if nothing happened to him. Like, what is that suit made of? Bro, remind me to never mess with a furry. Placing the final egg. That's 4 eggs! Unlock the exit, you bastard! And now we head back to the killer's lair and find the door is unlocked. Heading through a tight tunnel reminiscent of the sugar tunnels from Power Drill Massacre, we reach the end and climb the ladder and come up inside the greenhouse. Remembering there was a gun over to the side, we find a loaded shotgun.
Put a feller on this. Shut the face!
And as we're about to leave... Ooh. What?
Tom?
That's right. It was quiet. Innocent Tom. Harmless. Walk all over him, Tom. Mama's boy, Tom. Well, I did. I killed them all.
But why?
To avenge my brother. Anthony wasn't the Easter Ripper. I was. He turned himself in to save me. I thought I could control the urge to kill, but it's back. And now, I'm going to kill you!
This part was low-key such a hard fight. Tom and the tank controls with the awkward camera angles, I died 7 times in this fight. And I'll admit it, yeah, I'm bad. But shooting the Easter Ripper enough times, 4 from the shotgun and twice from the handgun. Got him. I actually fucking got him. He falls.
Fall.
Checking to see if we can leave now, the gate is still locked, and as we turn around, he's gone.
Uh-oh.
just to try and jump us.
You can't kill me. I'm the Easter Ripper!
Having zombie kids come from the ground and even Justin rise too, and then...
Wait for me! If you can't do this, then help you!
And that's Murder House. But after sitting through the credits,
Cut. Brilliant.
Emma being on a movie set, we can talk to everyone around us.
I would hate to have to edit this piece of shit.
Having the whole story actually be a movie, this low-key took me so off guard. Being able to explore the house and talk to everyone. Even Dan, known as Gary, and Kelsey, known as Dana. Oh yeah, by the way, Emma's real name is Sarah. This made me feel like a little kid learning for the first time that Andy Samberg's real name isn't Jake Peralta, or Terry Cruz's real name isn't Terry Crews. Wait, never mind. Emma just wanting to leave, we head to her car. Just to find her car keys must have fallen out of her pocket. With the task to find them, we search the house and outside just to find a zombie kid.
I like turtles.
I don't know why, but I thought this was really cute to have in the game. Heading into the killer's lair.
You like my skeleton?
Jesus. We find our keys and head upstairs.
Let's party! And then clean up.
With the set crew for the movie celebrating the filming is done, they can be seen dancing.
Too tired to dance from holding the mic all the time?
I don't know why you're lying to me, but okay. With everything finished, we're finally able to leave. And while driving home, we can see the real killer is secretly hiding in the back of the car. And that's the end of the game. And yes, I did steal the mug from the set. Murder House being Puppet Combo's first game they uploaded to Steam, I can confidently say they wanted to start off with something great. With great atmosphere, music perfected by a god, and even the design of the killer, it's just perfect to me. While playing, you can change the style of the game too, either having a VHS, black and white effect, DVD rental, or even a 16mm. It's the little things Puppet Combo does that I love. Even having ghost children running around the house as a rare encounter, just like how they do so in Nun Massacre and Power Drill Massacre. And just remember, if you ever decide to play Murder House, each time you go down into the basement, Dana and Gary are just chilling in their trailers right next to you. If you're still here, first of all, thanks. And instead of doing the YouTuber thing and asking you to subscribe, instead I'm going to ask you to leave any other games you think would be a good idea for a video in the comments. Either more horror games you think even might be better than Murder House, or even just if you've watched the other videos on my channel and want more of those types. Anyways, cheers. See ya.